the show is we just casually start talking about whatever,
I like that.
and then like 2 minutes and oh yeah, welcome to the show.
Perfect. I love a cold open intro. I used to have a podcast with my buddy, and he hated it, and I was like, no, we'll just leave it in. He's like, we're not leaving it in.
You're the first person that I officially ever interviewed that's taller than me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're breaking grounds.
Wow.
So thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries.
Keeping me balanced, keeping it real. That's what we like to do here at the iCE Show. We like to break ground here.
This is huge ground for you.
Huge. Speaking of huge, welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the iCE Show, episode 3. I think we're just speeding through this season.
Wow.
You're the second comedian.
I'm honored.
You know what I mean? Thanks for coming on the show, man.
Thanks for having me, man. It's this is my first podcast in Ventura.
Yeah,
for sure. And just moving here. This is.
Well, tell the people who you are if they don't know who you are.
Hello, I am Lachlan Patterson, and
the artist formerly known as Lachlan.
If you Google me, you can see what I do. I'm a stand-up comedian, and I write jokes and I tell them on stage mostly. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Lockjaw. You can go to YouTube, and I have videos there.
And put them right here. They'll be right here.
Perfect.
I'm the editor, so I know I have the graphics. They'll be right here.
That's pretty great.
Perfect. And then we also have the show coming up, right?
You can call me at this number right here.
Yeah. 800 Hot Guy.
I got a show, August 3rd. I'm at Oxnard Levity.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be my first, that'll be my first headlining show at a comedy club in Oxnard in the 805. Yeah,
got to use the term. Well, you're also new to the 805.
I'm still stuck in 310.
Yeah, you gotta Kentucky 805 Avenue things because you live in the avenue.
I live on the avenue.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that, how's the house? I know we talked earlier. How's the house remodeling going?
It's slow. It's slow. I'm trying to get. We got termites.
Oh no!
So I gotta get a tent over it. It's weird how they make the tent look like a circus tent.
Yeah.
Why do they do that?
Because I don't know. When I was a kid, I used to want to go in there and see what was going on. But then they go, no, you go die.
You'll absolutely die.
My mom, go and find out. Go. No, you keep talking. I'm gonna throw you in there. I'm gonna put you in there by myself.
It's just so dangerous. And what if your home stereo system happens to be playing like jingles? You know, like.
Oh yeah.
And you just leave that on at night.
That's just asking for trouble.
It's a recipe for murder.
How I talked about it earlier, and I was talking about workers from the Home Depots working at your place, but you're finding some oddities at your house, right? Whoever built that, there's some stuff up there's some.
Yeah, they built it wrong, and they got caught, and now the house has been flagged.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
So so it's now way more work than you need to do now.
It's tough. It's like I call it a two-faced home, where part of it is perfect, and then part of it is horrible, and so. I don't think I got a bad deal because the perfect stuff is great.
The other stuff.
But the other stuff is terrible.
Mm.
Like we might have to tear down a bunch of stuff.
Well, there you go. You get a new therapy with it.
Yeah, I do like demoing. That's my favorite part of home improvement is the taking a sledgehammer to a wall.
Oh God, that sounds like if you just had a fucked up day, you could just go ahead and.
Oh yeah, they're like, we can hire somebody. We had an architect tell us what we could do, and he's like, you just get somebody to demo this.
Yeah.
No, I didn't buy 2 sledgehammers to let someone else do the best part.
Yeah, what are you nuts? Like, I want to do that part.
I want to wait till me and my lady get in a huge argument, and then I'm gonna go demo the house.
You made me do this.
And then I'm just gonna, because it fills your body with testosterone.
Yes.
And I need more testosterone. I'm getting older.
Well, that's why. That's the one thing when we get into our age, we start slowly losing testosterone. But what I'm envious about you just got all those Goldilocks, man.
I still got those.
You still got them.
I have low testosterone, but I have great hair.
Oh God, I hate that. I hate that so much. We had Artie Lopez last week.
Yeah.
and he's another comedian locally. And I always ask this comedian this: what got you into comedy, right? I know I tried it. I know Alanette, the producer of the show, she's a inspiring. She has her moments.
She's writing stuff down.
She's
right
writing her bit right now. She has her moments. It's stand up is not easy. I try to do at least 5 minutes, and I nail 2 minutes, and they go, "You still have 3 minutes." I go, "Fuck."
now. Right.
What made you get into comedy?
I was just at a point in my life where I was trying to find what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I really wanted to lock that down. I remember when I was in my early 20s, I was working in a bar as a doorman, and I looked at all these other guys, and they were I just didn't want to be there forever. And so I tried a bunch of different things. Before I found stand-up comedy, I had I think 32 different jobs.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, some of them were just for a day. Like I worked on a tugboat for 12 hours, and just couldn't. I just was like, this isn't for me. So
A tugboat?
yeah, tugboat.
Toot toot.
What? What do you do on a tugboat? You tug?
You play a lot of chess. There's not much to it. I mean, when you have to tie a log onto your tugboat, or a boom, or a large group of logs, there's work to do. But once you tie on, and the captain just says, just goes forward, you just sit down and just twiddle your fingers. It was boring.
You just tug, huh?
You just tug on.
Did you tug on the tugboat?
No, I didn't have time to tug.
I mean, that's
Even in 12 hours, you'd
Yeah.
think.
It was this one day, and you're like,
I mean, to
lot
be
of it.
honest, if I ever worked on a tugboat, I would have to tug myself on a tugboat because I would have to cross that off the list.
I'm sure they have that sort of thing. Have you tugged yet?
Yeah. Did you get your first tug in?
When did you start tugging?
Yeah. There's certain things that as a male you have to. I'm sorry, Miss Allen.
Because we're idiots.
Yeah, you were exactly. That's exactly what
We're
that's why I
immature.
so I excuse myself.
Everything's like, did you fuck on that?
Yeah.
Did you
When you go to Canada, did you lick maple syrup off your girlfriend?
fuck it? Did you fuck the syrup?
Yeah. Did you fuck the syrup?
We're so
Did you
dumb.
put syrup on your dick?
And then I go, I started working at a graphic design firm. I started working, landscaping. I worked.
You did landscaping.
Yeah, I did landscaping for a long time.
Good for you.
Thank you. Cottage gardeners. My dad started, put an ad in the paper when I was in about 18.
What neighborhoods did you go to?
West Vancouver and North Vancouver, the North Shore of Vancouver, BC.
I didn't want to say it was like, is it white people? But it was
Yeah.
mostly white people.
It's all white people. Yeah.
Were you in competition with it? Was there any Latinos there?
No.
So there was you would just cover the market.
Yeah.
See, Latinos, you got to go to Vancouver. And
Yeah.
you gotta. There's a high demand.
Oh my God, there is.
Yeah.
It's all like Vancouver in general. It's about a foot of dirt, and then it's rock though.
Oh,
so
God, yeah.
if you're doing anything serious, it's a pain in the ass, like irrigation. And anyway, I don't want to get into it.
Yeah. Well, no, and then you made your way into comedy.
So then I was in college and I was bored, and my friend said, "Hey, there's a night school class in comedy. They're teaching comedy at the college you're going to." Because I hated college.
You didn't know what you wanted to do.
No.
Yeah.
I was taking art history.
Oh yeah.
You
you
know,
definitely had no clue what you wanted to
No,
do.
I was just there because my dad would kind of leave me alone if I was in college.
Yeah. He wasn't on your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I decided to just take this night school class, and man, it just clicked. It was my favorite class. After class, we would do our set in front of the class, and then the teacher would critique it. And then after class, on my way out, the first time I did that, the teacher or everyone in the class came up and said, "Hey, how'd you do that?" And that was the first time I felt like, oh man, I have an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it's something. All my life, I felt like I was slow. I always got C's. I was average at everything, athletics, everything. But stand-up, that was the first time I felt like, oh, I'm clearly better than everyone else in the class. Maybe I should keep doing this. I understood how to write a joke somewhat. I watched a lot of stand-up comedy. I think I just loved it more than anyone else. a lot of people want to make people laugh, but I love stand-up comedy.
The art form of it.
The art form and the history and the story of it. Yeah,
And there's a showmanship to it as well. You know what I
Right.
mean? There's different people have different different styles of doing stand up. It's not a cookie cutting form. But you have a very unique and kind of like it doesn't seem like I've seen this before when I see your stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I honestly just do me, and people tell me what I'm doing. But I've learned a lot about stand up from people telling me, "Hey, I really like that thing you do," or "Hey, keep doing that," or "I like how you're like this." And then I say to myself, "Oh, okay,
Keep doing that.
good to know."
Yeah,
right?
I'll write that down.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah.
Feedback, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody wants feedback.
One thing that I didn't get to talk to you when we did your little promo for the Streamline gig that you did at
Yes.
Tony's Pizza. You were on like a game show.
I was on a game show once. Yes, Ben Glebe had a game show.
It was, what was the name of that show? I forgot. I can't remember. It was like 3-on-3 comedians, and you would like take news and you were trying to come up with like a joke of the news or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was called Punchline.
Punchline. Yeah.
Yes.
You did really good on that.
Thank you.
I think you did better than most of the people there, and they kind of gave you I think so there was this one time like that was funnier than the other team. I don't know if they rated by the crowd participation or who voted for this, but I'm going, were these people drunk or high? Like I don't maybe that's worse or maybe better. I don't know, depending on the crowd, but it was really funny.
They tend to, so the audience votes, and we were told before the show, look, don't get competitive. They usually vote for the underdog. So
Gotcha.
So I think it was like comedians versus
Like newbie comedians.
yeah. And so they said that. I don't know.
The show didn't last that long though, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I tried to look at it, and they're like something like 2 or 3 years or something, and then after that, it was just like the page turned into something else.
I kept hearing they were going to bring it back. They brought it back with a completely different host and a different sort of format, but it just didn't.
Was it in LA?
Yeah, it was in Hollywood. The writing room in that show was so much fun because all the comedians would all hang out, and they'd throw up the thing, the setup, whatever it was, like it was just something in the news today. And then we'd all go around in a circle and just give our punchlines for it. And I always had, I just loved it so much that I had 8 punchlines for each one. And so when they would go around the room, it was so great because I would tell my punchlines, and then they're like, all right, Lachlan, yeah, you use that one, and you're going to give that one to her. And does anyone want that one? They'd use my punchlines more than just for me.
Yeah.
And
that's a little bit behind the scenes of shows, because it's not like it's improv. It's like happening right there. You obviously there's prep, so no one looks stupid.
Yeah, if you watch the show, it's supposed to look like we just came up with it.
Sure.
And there's even a pause where you almost pretend that you're coming up with it. But we wrote them before, and we know exactly. I might even have it written right in front of me. And then I'm like,
Great acting.
yeah, that's what I would do.
Anything's better than Amber Heard acting. You just nailed it.
Yeah, I do. You gotta go just so gentle. Just don't overact. But
And you had a suit, right? You were
oh
snazzy.
yeah, I had to.
It's
do the
weird
wardrobe.
because you look Ventura-ish. You got that beach kind of look, you got
Thank
that
you.
thing. And that's why I said you fit right in. But when I saw you, I'm like, who is this guy with this, suit and looking, like he's looking at the men warehouse.
Yeah, they made us bring in these clothes, and I think I had funeral clothes.
Oh no.
And I brought them in. They're like, that.
That's what we're going with.
I want that. And it was a little challenging, that part. I was
Did
never.
you get your suit from the tall man store?
The big and tall? Big and talls.
No, the men's warehouse.
You're going to like the way you look.
Tall section.
Yeah, for sure. No, there's I'm a 46 tall. That's what I am, which is very.
You don't have to rub it in, dude. I'm right here.
They don't have them anywhere.
I know.
You gotta go get them specially.
It sucks for me because I have a booty, right?
Yeah.
So then I'm also tall. So clothes fit me weird. I have to get I don't even want to talk about it.
You have a booty. I have no booty, so I just have leg to back. I just have It's so. It's,
I have.
I need some booty.
But dude, I can glad you.
You want to give me your booty?
I'll give you.
Oh, don't do it.
Pause. It's not that kind of show. I mean, it is Gay Pride Month, so whatever. Yeah, you got some of my booty. That's totally fine.
All right.
We're here on the
Yeah.
As It Guys Go. We don't
If it was
don't
on-
discriminate on anything.
If it was only that easy.
Oh, right.
Trade you.
Let's talk about a dark white, because
Yes.
this is the funniest thing. If you haven't ever seen it, it's on YouTube, right? I think, or on Netflix.
It
Or
is.
somewhere?
It's on my. I have it on YouTube. It's also on Tubi. If you have a Tubi account, I made a coffee table book about the comedy special. After I recorded it, I typed it. I what do you call that? I transcribed the whole thing with pictures
Oh wow.
and an audio download, so you can listen to the whole album while looking at pictures that go with the jokes. So that's a joke about having a cat as your therapist. And so there's the joke, and you'll hear me read it if you.
This is like a read along.
It's a read along, and I tell you,
Oh, I'm
you
so excited to go watch the thing and watch this now.
yeah, dude.
This brings me back to like a child. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like this is like essential. Like, the teacher will read it, you'll read along, and then there's pictures and stuff
Is
like
there like a chime?
There's a
Goes
chime.
like chime to
It's-
turn the page.
it's
Please turn the page.
Didn't as a little
Oh,
rim shot.
the rim shot?
Yeah,
Okay. That's
Dude,
cool.
but you know what's
Thank
what's
you.
great about is this the pizza one?
yeah.
Oh, I love the pizza joke. I don't even want to tell you. You guys have. That's one of my favorite jokes that you do is the pizza joke. That
Thanks,
one's
man.
so funny. But look, this looks like you had a great time shooting this.
I did.
The regret right here.
That night after pizza.
Yes.
The morning after pizza.
Oh, that is such a great. I love. That's one of my favorite bits.
Do you
Thanks,
ever
man.
worry that, like, since your jokes are like in print, like, like having to do original content on stage, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you need to pull one of those jokes out of there, someone's like, I know that joke. You said that before.
I always think that, yeah. Even without the book, when I'm on stage and I'm telling a joke that I've already recorded, there's a small part of me going, they've heard this before.
Right.
That's why I try to tell it different every time.
Mm-hmm.
For the sake of the book and for the comedy special, I wrote and transcribed the entire set, and I told it verbatim because I wanted it to be when it's recorded, I wanted it to be the best I could possibly make it.
Mm-hmm.
So I really shaped it a little more. But when I'm going out live on the road, I'll always do it a tiny bit different.
Yeah.
I'll take it in a different direction just to keep people who have heard the joke.
More conversational, per
Yeah.
se. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Live.
Yeah.
Just like a band. When you go see, whoever you go to see, they always play a little different when
Yeah,
live.
and then the album, but that's what you would want to hear. You don't want to. I mean, some people are very critical with it. Go, I want to hear it just like the album, right? I
Right.
think Michael Jackson was like that. He's just like, no, we're gonna play it. Just I want to play the song like they heard it, right?
Right.
But then there's a little stank, there's a little sizzle to it because it's different live, right? Because you're getting the performance, the show.
Right.
Just like live music. That's why I love live music, because it could be spontaneous. It could be if someone's feeling it a certain way, if there's a certain mood, jokes, music. And that's why we even talked about it last time. Music and comedy are very similar in that sense, where you can adapt, you can change.
Yeah.
Because you're a big music guy too. But I don't want to differ too much because I don't want to change it. But I do want to talk about dark chocolate. Why dark chocolate? I mean, not dark chocolate. Why? So I'm hungry. Why dark?
Sure.
Why dark white?
Sure.
Dark white chocolate. Why dark white?
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about white dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I hate white chocolate. My lady loves white chocolate. It's just
I hate dark chocolate.
you hate dark chocolate.
It's gross. Why?
You like milk chocolate better?
Yes.
Yeah. I like white chocolate, to be honest.
I like white chocolate too.
Yeah.
It's too sweet.
I like.
I'm so white that I would say something like that. It's too sweet.
Yeah.
I don't like flavor at
I
all.
like it
I want it
dry.
bland.
Please make it just dry and bland.
Just give me just the cocoa bean.
Don't even put.
Yes,
Yeah.
cacao.
Sweet.
Cacao. Just give me the cooking one. What's the
Don't even-
cooking chocolate? Cacao? Yeah, let me get that one.
Love a little cooking chocolate. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah. Just nothing to wake you up early in the morning.
Semi-sweet chocolate morsels.
Semi-sweet. Yeah, the little things.
Gross.
Oh, I love those. Just snack on them
So,
while I'm watching an episode of Breaking Bad.
Ew.
Let me get that. Let me get that blue chocolate. It's something
they
else.
make
Okay,
it
so
for
why dark white?
Dark white is it's a joke. I have a joke that I come from a mixed race family. My mother is white and my father is dark white, and I have
I love that.
the whole premise of the entire special is about challenges, and I talk about how, like, I don't, I never had a lot of challenges, and that actually was my biggest challenge, because with nothing to overcome, how can you accomplish anything? And so I go into, trying to make myself seem like I have challenges, like, that my father's dark white, or that that white people, like black people, obviously have challenges. They have to worry about getting shot by the police, but white people, we got to worry about getting promoted before we're really ready for it. And so, it's just, we're all kind of together. I'm making us all, I'm equalizing.
Dark white problems.
Right. Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I wonder what that color would be on the LGBTQ flag. Is that just like a brighter or a darker shade of, like, is that like a cream?
It's like an eggshell.
Eggshell? That's what I figured. It would be an
eggshell.
eggshell.
Eggshell, or God, got to go to Home Depot and look at all
The whites.
little swatches.
Yeah. It's like a tan. Why would it be like tan?
Like khaki?
I guess it would be tan.
Like a tan,
Yeah.
like a Hawaiian white person from Hawaii is like tan.
A white, a
Like
dark
a
white
tan.
guy. Yeah.
A dark,
It's
yeah.
tan.
There are.
So is that dark white tan? Tan.
That's what it means. Yeah.
Okay, tan. I didn't. Well, I just.
Some people can't tan. Some people are just like red. They get red. They don't
Right.
tan. Some people tan.
Some black people can't tan either. They're already tanned.
Right.
But they still can get burnt though.
Can they?
Yes.
Can you?
I didn't see. That's exactly what I did in Undercomb. Like, I don't want to get too much into the last show, but I had a friend, and I was saying like, well, like, why are you putting sunscreen on? You're like, what's gonna? He's like, I still burn. Like, my skin still burns in the sun. Just because I'm black doesn't mean I don't burn. I go, I did not know that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It just takes us a little longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
They,
We do.
they marinate in the sun if they will, as they will. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, just
what PF balance do you wear?
PF balance.
You mean SPF?
Whatever. You know what I meant when I meant it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You know what I meant when I meant
Yeah,
it?
you know what I was saying.
SPF. I try to go around an 8 because
Yeah.
I like sun.
Yeah.
A little bit 8.
I wear
Nice.
none. I'm gonna probably end up getting skin cancer because I don't. I just burn. I went to the Dodger game and I was wearing my cutoffs and I just.
You don't put any. I do my face.
Well, I have a hat on.
Right.
Yeah, so that the longest the money maker is fine. Everything
Oh,
else.
God.
Yeah. Jesus, that was. Like that, I'm gonna have to go back to the green room and write that joke again and see. I guess that didn't pan out to the demographics there. I guess.
She's a tough crowd.
Yeah. Don't forget to tip your bartenders.
God. Oh God.
All right.
How does your lady was at the show at Tony's?
She did come because a bunch of her friends were there.
Like, your whole family was in the front row.
I know. I told them specifically, don't sit in the front row. And I got there and I walked up on stage and I'm like, yo, you just sat right in the front.
Yeah.
And they were all hammered.
Oh yeah, that's best.
Oh yeah.
Because that's your best crowd right there. If something doesn't go right, they're hammered. They don't even care. Or if you bomb, they'll still laugh because like, that sucked.
Yes. It was a weird one. I mean, outdoor in a parking lot next to a freeway.
With the train coming in and out.
And a train and the cops and it's Ventura, so you're gonna get the
You're gonna get
motorcycles and trucks and
it was a unique show. For
yeah,
sure.
that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm trying to save you there.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you're welcome. I got you. What I was going to tell you is like, so how's your lady deal with you? I mean, obviously you go on the road. Does she try to go out with you? I know you have a child,
Does she
right?
trying to go with me? She's very supportive, and if the show's like really awesome, I shouldn't say awesome, but if the show also includes, like the last 2 weeks ago, I had a show in Carlsbad.
Yes.
And it was at a resort.
Ooh.
And so I was entertaining a bunch of golfers, and they gave us a room, and it had there was like a huge playground and a water park, and I'm gonna bring her. So
Yeah.
we took the train, the surf liner,
Oh, that was. I bet you that was so fun. To
It was
go through.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Have a couple cocktails.
Yep,
Yeah.
we had a
If
great
you drink,
time.
I don't know, but you know, if you,
I drink.
yeah, good.
We drank and
As you, yeah, good.
we drank. We drank drinks, and then we got down there. Of course, my kid got sick because he was sucking on the glass on the surf liner. And so we hit a fever as soon as we got down there, and the whole weekend was shot. But
Next time.
the idea is
Sure.
that I bring her when I know she's going to have a good time without me.
There's some nice accoutrements to that.
Yes.
Yes. I'm trying to use my vocabulary today.
Accoutrements.
Accoutrement.
Accoutrement.
Yeah, don't they? Is it French Canadian? Right? Little,
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
Sure.
Cornucopia of different words.
Yeah.
A plethora of words, if you will.
I love it.
Yeah, that's all. That's again not hit. No, not hitting around. Okay, gotta go back to the Greek. This is a tough crowd
I like
of
it.
one.
I like it. I like a tough crowd. I had to follow Bill Burr last night.
How was that?
It was
Wow.
I didn't have to. I was
You
looking forward
chose
to.
He stepped
I
up to
did.
the occasion.
How was his set?
Oh, he's so funny.
He is ridiculous.
Yeah,
He's a beast.
he is a beast. He was a beast last night
Where was this?
at the Comedy Store.
Nice.
Oh,
And
the good old Comedy Store. Which room?
main room.
Main room.
Yeah, he. I mean, it was sold out. It was. He walked out. They stood up,
Mm-hmm.
and he just went into it, and it was very funny. And then they said to me, you can go up first and do 5, or you can go up after Burr and do like 12 or 15. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go up after him.
Smart. I like that.
The only thing is, once he was done, half the room said
Like,
Bye.
bye.
Yeah.
So I had to I had to reset a bit, and that was probably about like 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But the loyal people, the people that really weren't finished and really want to laugh, were fantastic.
He caught the rhythm.
Yeah, aka
Yeah.
the alcoholics.
Yes, yes, they wanted to finish their drinks.
Yeah, they want to get the minimum and then maybe more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then and then that long drive on the freeway at midnight.
I remember those days.
Yeah, the hills. Just trying to wait for the second big downhill.
Yes.
It's always a trick.
Did you take the canyon?
I took the 101. What's that?
Oh, that's just the 101.
The canyon, like you take the canyon, you take Laurel Canyon through.
Oh,
Malibu?
Yeah,
I normally
you take
do.
it through the canyon to
And
get
the-
to Hollywood
Yeah.
Boulevard or Sunset. Yeah.
I took Sunset the whole way
Mm.
to the 405.
Oh,
This is such
okay.
a LA talk right now.
yeah.
Sunset to the 405 to the 101 North, and I took California Street exit.
And then boom, you're home.
C Street.
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny.
It's so local.
So
I gotta put a ladder on top of my car. I feel like that's the big local move. Let people know that you're climbing on top of.
Well, not on your Subaru. You don't want to put
No?
a ladder on that. No, not on a Subaru. When have you ever seen a ladder on a Subaru before?
I think I've seen a ladder on a Subaru.
Have you?
Do you have a ladder?
I have access to plenty of ladders.
Doesn't it just kind of make you blend in as because I live in a blue collar neighborhood, right? These guys are all working,
Yeah.
so I want to make it look like I'm working.
Yep.
No,
No.
Oh,
Oh, she said. Oh.
I said, oh.
try to
I
make,
don't know why I was thinking that you would like put like a rack, like a bike rack, to put like
I think he does have a bike rack.
like put a surfboard up there or something.
surfboard is obviously
That's a well, it's
something that I would put on there, but I feel like the ladder kind of just is more like, hey, I'm working. I'm not playing. I'm working.
Oh,
now. I think I asked you and I forgot, and that's shame on me because it's probably all the weed I smoked. But I asked you if you worked or you wrote some stuff with, or you were brought on to do things with Tosh.
I did
A skit. or
he
something?
brought me on his show to do a couple of sketches, and I don't think you can find them anymore. Comedy Central's good at burying stuff, but the first one was super gay, and I can say that only because it was gay. We did a gay.
He does a
scene.
lot of gay stuff. He does. I mean, it's funny, but he does a
Yeah.
lot of gay stuff on there.
Yes, and so I know he did it because he knew, he's just.
You figure he might get away with it, or he might say yes.
Well, he knew He asked me if I want to do it. I said yes, and then he's like, "Okay, here's what it is." And I was to portray his personal trainer, and we were working on a penis pump. And so I was going to help him work the penis pump, and he got a gym, you know, and he got this tiny little outfit for me to put on, and I was just there telling, just training him on this pump, and it was ridiculous.
Awkward.
Yeah, it was super awkward. And then I was like, all right, fine.
Do you feel as a comedian, like there's these, I would call them neighborhoods of comedians that kind of like
Cliques?
Yes.
Yes.
And then I figure like that. When I said that, I'm like, okay, well then maybe he's part of that whatever clique that is with Tosh, or if I don't even know if Tosh has a clique or something or whatever that may be, because there's certain ones that kind of like
do
their thing.
Brendan Schaub and like what's his name? That's the whole era of comedians that are like in the Comedy Store right now.
There's another word for it.
Chris D'Elia.
Fraternity.
Fraternity, yeah.
I think that, comedians who hang out and get along want to work together. And so
Theo Vaughn, like that whole crew.
Yeah. They I think they all get along and they make each other shine. So they like to keep that in rotation.
Loop, yeah.
As opposed to bringing in a stranger where you don't know.
Because you don't know what could happen.
Yeah. The more you get to know each other, the easier it is, too. With podcasts.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to interview somebody you've chatted with before than someone you're trying to learn while you're on the air. And so those guys know each other really well. Yeah, they work together all the time. Tosh has his guys who he works with all the time. He brings a lot of the writers from his show on the road with him because he also, they work well together. They work together at work. Why not bring them on the road? And it's just easier that way. I get it. I never really opened for too many people as a young comedian, or I should rephrase that. It was rare that someone would bring me on the road with them on the regular. Daniel Tosh brought me on the road with him. A guy named Michael Gelbart brought me one time on the road with him. And Jimmy Schubert brought me on the road with him a couple of times, which is amazing, where you get that call and you're like, hey, you want to come to Atlantic City with me? It's very rare that I got that. Most recently, Russell Peters asked me to come on the road with him.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to be starting July 21st. I'm going across Canada with him. June 21st, starting Tuesday.
How long are you going to be out there for?
A month. I'm going to go all the way from Victoria, BC, the far left side, all the way to the far right side to I think they were going to Cape Breton and Nova Scotia, and that's it.
Nova Scotia's in Canada?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I heard the name. I thought it was like Sweden or something. I don't know why I thought
Sounds kind of Swedish.
Yeah, or Danish or something like that.
Or Danish.
Yeah, and something super white. I don't know. Or dark white.
No.
That would be more pale white.
It's super pale white.
Super pale white.
Super pale white.
I was talking to Artie on the show before, man, and I don't know if you don't have to talk about it, but the weed in Canada is crazy.
It's strong.
It's very strong.
Yes, I don't know what that is.
He was asking me like, was it different? I'm like, out here it hits. There's some stuff, but like it's another world.
It's the crippler.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Is it maybe the Arctic, like like the Pineapple Express, but it's like the
Polar Bear.
The Polar Bear. That's a Christmas movie. Maybe, the Polar Bear Express. I was a polar bear last show. We were trying to start up a fans only, and he was like, I could be like the Papa Bear. You could be like a polar bear, and then she ended up becoming the grizzly bear.
Right.
I said I was a baby bear.
But there's a show with 3 bears. Okay. There's a polar bear, a panda bear, and a grizzly bear. Yeah. I'm the polar bear. Artie was the panda bear.
Why do I have to be the brown bear? Why?
Because
why can't it be another kind of bear?
Because that was just the show.
You spirit bear?
Yeah.
It's a white bear.
Or you could bear the Bernstein bear. Whatever.
I thought that we had, it was like the mama bear and the papa bear and the baby bear.
So who's the mama bear?
I don't know.
Because you wanted to be the baby bear. I know you were.
Did.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be the baby bear.
Okay.
Moving on.
Anyway, that Canada weed, man, that thing's just strong as shit.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know about the entire country of Canada.
I got that shit in Toronto. That shit was Toronto weed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that shit was no joke.
Huh.
I was able to smuggle some in. Don't do that at home, but
Well, they've been growing it longer than they have in the United States, so maybe
yeah,
they
honed it in.
maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Maybe their soil is good.
I got good soil,
Yeah, good, rich
strong dirt.
soil.
Yeah. It's untainted by
Not like
by politics.
pesticides and been over farmed or anything like that. Maybe it's good.
The you know, where like on the West Coast, like where my parents live, and it's rainforest, so it's the soil is like you step in it and it sinks. Like it's very
moist.
hearty.
Wait, is this still Canada? Where are we? I thought we were Irish for a little bit.
Good hearty soil.
What's the worst experience you've had on stage?
Oh man,
Because I know there's going to be hecklers. Obviously, that's just.
I've had some bad ones. I was in the worst ever probably is when I got food poisoning and had to. It was New Year's Eve, and there was like 10 minutes to New Year's,
God.
and I had to explode out of
Oh no.
everything,
Oh my god!
and I ran off stage, and I ran in the bathroom and slammed the door and just puked.
Explosion.
And then I just blasted, and then I puked in the same toilet.
Oh,
just
back and
flushing.
forth.
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't think I ate anything. I went through it. And I'm like, I guess I must have just
Caught something?
You can get it. I looked. It's called food poisoning, but you can get it from like something in your eye or something in your nose. It's not necessarily food.
Bacteria,
Yeah.
E. coli type thing.
Yeah. And it just wouldn't stop.
Oh.
And so it did stop pretty quick. And then the owner goes,
We're not paying you for this.
he goes,
You're
"What?"
actually giving you a bill for the plumbing.
He just knocks and goes, "What should I do?" And I go, and that made me feel like, oh man, I gotta get back up there.
Do you guys have YouTube? Play my comedy special as I get before I get out.
Start the countdown, man.
Yeah.
But no, so I went back up. I wiped my mouth and flushed the toilet, and I walked back up there, and I went into another joke, and I had to run off stage again.
Oh no.
And I said,
See, I would have been writing something like, well, it's probably hard to because you're probably throwing up and blasting. But you maybe I don't know. Well, maybe next time you have one prepared,
Yes.
just in case you break the
Yes.
glass and get it. You know what? I only have like 30 seconds before I have to shit my life out. So here's this 30-second joke. And then have like a cliffhanger,
Right.
and then I'll be right back, and then go back, and then everyone's like waiting for the punchline when you come back, and then the punchline.
totally. Don't have the fish, something,
Yeah.
anything. But I didn't have anything.
It's like cold sweats.
Yeah.
That's what you had.
I was not thinking
Oh,
about
ma'am,
it.
I'm seeing you're having the halibut.
And and I was white as a ghost and sweating. And I remember running back, and I could hear those motherfuckers, pardon me, just counting down without me. And
Oh yeah, because it was New Year's. I totally forgot it's New Year's happening right now.
My life is over. I'm dying here.
9, 8, 7. Oh my God.
Blasted it.
And then, I was in there for a good half hour. I could hear the whole place was empty. The staff was now partying.
Oh no.
And I walked out, and one of them said, "Do you want us to get you a cab?" And I was like, "Yeah." And
That kind of made me want to cry.
yeah, that was the worst ever.
I'm so sorry.
That's a pretty bad one.
Okay? So let's end that story in a good note. What's the best experience? I mean, you've had some like really like high like energy, like high like I fucking killed it. Like I want the best one.
I think that
Like a bunch of like 200 naked ladies just throwing themselves at you. I don't know.
Comedy's not like that.
No.
It can be.
Not for
No.
me. Never been.
Okay.
I've never.
Okay, how about 200 naked dudes?
Oh yeah.
Now we're talking.
Now
Now we're getting somewhere.
let's pride it up.
Yep. I just came from San Francisco.
Doesn't always have to be about sex, Isaac.
I'm sorry.
There can be,
You turn me on so much with those hair. Look at this. Let's go back to this.
That's
I was-
nice locks.
Liz, you see this?
Mm-hmm.
And then the one with
curls,
the milk. Oh,
man.
the one with the milk.
Yeah.
Oh, there's gonna be some stains
Dude,
on
that-
this thing.
Oh my God.
they,
Where's this one with the
He's
milk?
like, oh God.
I think it's earlier on.
Is it in the
Please,
beginning?
Please don't.
In the beginning.
Is that it? No, but
That's probably. Is it after the therapy?
yeah, there it is.
Oh God, look at this. That's what I'm talking about.
It's my buddy.
This looks so much. How much fun did you have shooting this?
So much fun.
I bet it looks so much fun that you did that.
Each one of those photos took a day. We planned it for like 5 days. We staged it for a day, and then we just took 50 photos or whatever, and then we went through them. It was a lot of
It's
fun.
a great idea, dude.
Thanks, man. And it came from a children's book. That was the idea. It was, I want to do something like a children's book. I had an album, and I wanted to distribute my album at shows, and CDs just aren't, really useful anymore. So
People still try though. There were some hip hop people out in San Francisco, and they're like, "Want to check out my album? Like on a CD? Like you don't have like a link to your SoundCloud or whatever?"
that's what it is. People are giving they're giving a link, and sometimes they'll give like a little QR code and be like, "Hey, $5, take my QR code." I'm like, this isn't. I need something that they can cherish. Right?
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna cherish it over and over.
Something
again.
to put on a coffee table to collect dust.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
you need that. You
Yes.
need that for sure.
Or-
So somebody pick up and be like,
Can-
wow, this
can-
guy really looks like Russell Brand a
I
lot.
do.
God, no, he doesn't.
He's got Russell Brand hair. Come on, you must
He has
understand
like a
that you got.
crow's nest. What are you talking?
Come-
These are delicious locks of
Dude.
a vibrant, vigorous man with so much
There's
testosterone.
I believe.
Look at the
Lachlan,
testosterone running.
Do
Look
you,
at
do you find similarities? Do you
Well,
see? Do you see?
I
it?
noticed that black people find similarities.
Oh, well, there you go.
I've had black
Well,
people.
you know
come up
who's
to me.
keeping it real.
yeah.
Who's keeping it real?
Well, oh yeah, all the white folk look the same apparently.
That's right.
I'm just saying, there's similarities. The hair, the stature.
Can you
know?
get the game?
the
I want,
lankiness?
I want,
the
I want him
kinda
to play
thing.
the game, but before we play the game, can you tell us the best experience real quick before we wrap it up and play this game with you?
I mean, I've had a lot. One that I talked about recently was like, man, after that last Comic Standing show ended, my first weekend on the road was at Zany's in Nashville. And I remember just a lineup around the block. People had signs in the audience. Like they'd
Really?
written signs saying, "We love you, Lachlan."
Wow.
They brought flowers.
What?
And they just didn't even want to leave. It was amazing.
Dude.
I could not do wrong. And
We need all those nights to be like that.
I know. I want that back.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get that back ever since.
Chasing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that's awesome. Okay, well we've been playing this game from Beautiful Mind Creations called Who's Keeping It Real? It's well, I'll let Miss Anna tell you about the game, and we'll play a couple rounds, and
All
then
right.
after that we'll plug all your stuff again, and we'll call it a night here.
Yeah.
you.
So what you have to do is this: you're gonna draw a card, and then yeah.
Well, don't draw cards. We don't have time to draw cards. Just
No,
go.
I'll just have him draw a card. It's,
Okay.
it's simple. All you have
Fine. You're over here telling me 40 minutes. You know. She's my producer. That's okay.
All right, hand it back to
Yeah,
you.
hand it back to me. Okay.
10 of diamonds. 10 of diamonds.
Okay. What item would most people stand in line for an excessive amount of time? A. Jordans. B. A big screen TV. C. Beats by Dre. D. Game console.
Now, before we answer questions, can you give the demographic of where this game, what is this supposed to be for?
From these answers, what do you think the demographic for this?
Yeah, it's black people.
Okay. Because Artie kept forgetting. I had to keep reminding him it's for black folk.
Well, I'm going
And
to say Jordans. For
that's what I said.
It's wrong?
TV?
TV?
Yeah, they say TV. But
Really?
I would say Jordan.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Here's my argument is you can get those other things anytime.
Yeah.
Well, not really, because sometimes those Jordans comes on a release date, and you have to actually get a ticket to get in line to a chance to get them.
Exactly.
I know. I'm.
But the other things I'm saying. Like
Oh,
a
that's
You can
console,
get
a
online.
Beats, you
yeah.
can get it all online.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
the
true.
TV's Black Friday. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
No pun intended. I just.
He likes this. Yeah.
So you already had that question.
Oh yeah, I played the whole game.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you remember all these answers?
So we'll play one more card.
Okay, just see if in case he doesn't remember this one.
Okay.
It's already.
Woo. Okay, let's go. Which song was guaranteed to start a fight? A.
Oh no.
Knuck if you buck. Knuck if you buck.
He's a hip hop head.
B. I ain't never scared. C. Throw it up. Or D. Bia bia.
I ain't never scared.
Wrong.
Wrong.
According to the game, it's Bia bia. Why you acting like a punk? Fucking punk.
One more. You pick it. One more, real quick.
One more. Okay.
I want him to leave on a good note.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's batting over.
Oh, okay. This is a good one. Church starts at 9:30 a.m. What time do you get out? A. Noon. B. 1:30. C. 11:30. D. 1.
Church starts at 9:30. What time do you get out of church?
Yes.
A black church.
Yes.
A black church.
Oh man. And what are my choices? 1:30.
12, 1:30, 11:30, or 1 p.m.
And it's 11:30 a.m.
Yeah. Yes. Hopefully.
I mean 1:30.
Yes.
That's 1, but I
One.
mean
That's
1:30.
that's the closest. Yeah. That's
Yeah, I mean, 4 hours at church.
I love Black
Yeah.
Church.
Good. Oh yeah.
Do
Me
you
too.
love Black Church?
Yeah, I went to Black Church once and it was amazing.
It was so amazing. Never went back again.
I-
You didn't want to ruin
You
it.
just were never invited back, right? Or you never
Yeah, I was
had
never-
the opportunity to go back. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. You got to roll with somebody to go to a black church. You
That's
just
right.
can't show up because it feels awkward.
Yeah. No, I need representation.
You gotta bring back your men's
gotta-
warehouse men's warehouse shirt.
Yeah, I gotta wear my funeral outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, darn.
But I just loved all the dancing and
The spirit.
The
It's
spirit. Oh yeah, that's great.
The spirit.
So, where can we find you? What we got? This is the time you promote and sell yourself.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah. I'll hold this for you.
You can go to my website, LachlanPatterson.com. There's my name right there, and you can actually buy this book there. I'll sign you and mail you a copy of it, and it includes my album. You can also, if you go there, you can see all my dates. I've got shows coming up all over the country and all over Canada. You can also follow just me farting around on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Lockjaw, LACHJAW. And I have a YouTube, Lachlan Patterson at YouTube Lachlan Patterson. And you can see some videos I posted up there, some silly things that I'm trying to do. And I keep adding stuff.
It's a lot of editing of your dates here now.
I know.
I'll do it. It's fine.
You don't have to do anything.
I'm going to because
You
I
are?
want you. Yeah, because then you could take that and you could put it on your other stuff, and then you'll have a list of all your shows right here. See? Oh, he's in Canada. Look at that. Beautiful. And then you get the book right here, and then right here, and then boom. Look at that.
Thank
So
you.
Go check him out. Dark White is out, and you can see that. It's very hilarious. You can see that. Dude, thanks so much for coming on, man. I appreciate you, dude.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. This will be out, and it'll be on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, all that good stuff. And we'll catch you guys on the next one later, guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Awesome.